What's up guys, it's Ray here and welcome to what I believe to be a cursed video. Okay, let me start from the beginning. I don't know if the universe is trying to tell me not to get this video out. I don't know if somebody put a curse on me or what is going on, but this video is seriously messed up. So it all starts when I try to paint the easiest card that I could find, which is a Meowth. So while I'm painting it, I leave it alone for about an hour, which is why it takes so long to do acrylic and watercolors, because you have to let them dry. So I come back about an hour later and I think a layer is dry and it's not dry, and I mess up the whole entire card. And it took me double the time to fix it, so that pretty much went a whole afternoon. Well, that night I went to go edit my video and my camera had focused only on my hand. So all that work that I had just done was gone. So I had to refilm the next day. So the next day I have to film pretty much again from the top. So after I finish all the filming of all the painting in the cards, I go to edit and my microphone magically breaks. My $200 brand new microphone just breaks. So that means I have to do voiceover for the rest of the video. So that's like another day of editing. So today's the final day where I've already edited everything and I just gotta do the intro and the outro and tell you guys hi and bye. Well, my microphone is permanently broken. This $200 microphone just breaks out of nowhere. It's just, I don't know what happened. Sorry. I don't know what happened. It just broke. So guys, for my pain and sorrow, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And before we start, I would like to give a huge thank you to my friend Real Breaking Nate, who runs a Pokemon card opening channel here on YouTube. Without his knowledge, guys, this video would have not happened. Besides the fact he's an awesome YouTube creator, he is like my day one, like real life, true good friend. He is day one. So please go check out his channel, please subscribe and tell him Ray sent ya. And yeah, with that being said, guys, here is the cursed video. Hello guys, how are you today? Now I was recommended by Real Breaking Nate to only get the ones that say burning shadows on them, and he told me to grab every single one that I could find, which unfortunately were these 3 packs. And I want to talk about this one in particular. I have not opened these. This literally came ripped open and I counted the cards to see what were in there, but I have not like sat there and thumbed through every single one of them. So I just want to say I'm not cheating. So when looking for cards, there's only a few requirements that I have. One, I want the Pokemon to be as recognizable as possible, so pretty much all within the range of the 150, the classics. 2, I want it to be not so CGI, not so computer generated. I want it to be something that when I apply acrylic paint, it looks like it matches. And the last thing that I want is I want multiple of the same cards. That way I can hold them up in the thumbnail side by side and you guys can see the difference. So yeah, gonna rip these babies open. Oh, and by the way, I didn't get the prices for any of these. I just bought them because the section was so messed up, guys. I couldn't tell what went where. Honestly, I'm so overwhelmed right now. There is so many cards here of Pokemon. I don't even know where to start. He rocks in the treetop all day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing his song. Loves to hear the robin go tweet, 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 rockin' robin, tweet, tweedly. Okay, here they are in all of their shiny glory. Now, I just want to say that I don't really know much about Pokemon cards, so I could probably pull out the most hyper rare Pokemon card that ever existed and I wouldn't know. And knowing me, I'd probably end up painting all over it with cheap Walmart paint and destroying the value. So I apologize in advance. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Tangela, Tangela, who I actually really like this one. You got a jungle theme going on, which I appreciate. Ooh, look at this one, it's shiny. That one's cool. Oh, look how cute, Horsey. Oh, that is adorable. That's going in the pile. Wobbuffet. And I'll spare you the details because I went through, including the 60 pack and the booster packs, I think it was 120 cards total. And don't get me wrong, I pulled out a lot of really cute ones, but there wasn't enough that I wanted that would satisfy me as far as like options went. So So Zach has this binder full of Pokemon cards. And he said that if there were some duplicates that I wanted to go ahead and paint on, he said he would let me. And these ones are mostly like classic Pokemon cards. And again, I'll spare you guys the details because this one, I took a long time looking at this one because they were so cool. Like, he has some Japanese ones, some German ones, some old school ones. And it was hard to pick which ones I wanted. But ultimately, I picked out a few and I think I narrowed them down. Okay, so these are the ones that I have narrowed down, and I've been just staring at these for the past few minutes trying to decide which one I want to do. I'm gonna do maybe 2 or 3, so of course I have to do Pikachu because, you know, thumbnail. And I kind of want to combine these two together. I think that would be cool, so I'm gonna do that. And then lastly, oh, this one was so difficult because I wasn't too sure which one to pick. Should I pick the Meowth or should I pick the Magikarp? Man, I don't really know which one to pick because both of them tell a story. But ultimately, if I had to pick between the two of which one I think, which one speaks to my creative juices, it's gonna be the Meowth. Meowth, that's right. So first up, we're gonna do Pikachu. And I kind of already have an idea for this. Like, I was staring at this all night and I feel like this one will be very easy. I could draw like a little pond right here, maybe have like some kind of a bush right here, just kind of add on to what we already have. So we already have some trees up here, just, you know, add a little something something. We don't mess around on SuperRaeDizzle, we're just gonna go straight for it. Okay, let that dry for, I don't know, 20 minutes, and I'll be back. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do, because my ultimate goal is to match, not 100%, but match the picture that is given to me. So in the corner, I don't know if you guys can see, you really have to zoom in there, but there is a little hint that there's a pond right next to Pikachu. And I like that idea, you know, Pikachu's chilling there, right in the Viridian Forest, right next to a little pond. I like that, it's cute. And another thing that is really cute is that if you squint right in the middle, like right above Pikachu, you can see some areas where the light is popping through between the trees. And I like that, it gives it a little bit of ambiance and shows that it's a little bit more of a bigger world. And so I'm going to try to honor the artist who made this and preserve it in my painting. So now I'm currently working on, my mind just went blank, the underpainting. I'm working on the underpainting, and this is where everything really gets opaque. Like, you know, the underpainting, it was a little transparent, it's a little janky, but now I can really start adding in little details. And for this, I want to reference the anime, I want to reference realism, I want to do my own spin on it, and I think, I don't know, it took me a little bit of trial and error because I was kind of flip-flopping between the two, but in the end, I combined a mix of everything. Now, I can't believe I'm already saying this, but it's time to start on the details. I know, that's super quick for a painting. Now, when I got this card, off camera, I stared at it for a very long time because, like I said, I'm trying to, you know, match some of the similar styles and get it to look like it all fits together. And I believe that the artist used a stippling technique, which in, I guess, layman's term is when you get the paintbrush and you peck at the card and it blends out and creates just a beautiful layered texture, and it creates trees, and it's a technique that Bob Ross uses often. And we all know he's a god of art, so if he does it, then I'm gonna do it. Now it looks pretty cute right here, you know, he's in a little forest and all that, but I want to add a little bit more, make it just a little bit extra. So I'm going to add in some little flowers here and there. Maybe that's what Pikachu's looking at, he's like, hey, some flowers for me. And I'm also going to add some white flowers in addition to that using a just some white acrylic. And that white acrylic was great and everything. It just wasn't as sharp as I needed it to be. So alas, we have my wonderful magical pen, which I bought off Amazon. I'm telling you guys, I was not a believer in a white pen for a long time, but I have seen the light, and the light is white pens. It makes life so much easier. So if you're an illustrator, an artist, you'd like a little extra highlight, I highly recommend. And again, I'll leave it in the bios if you want to see my exact one. And it was around this part where I was thinking to myself, now I could handle this one of two ways. The first way would be like a realistic way where I can add Pikachu's reflection into the pond. And the second way would be kind of more traditionally like the anime, like a cartoon, where they walk by water and you don't see their reflection. You know, back when I used to watch Pokemon, I can't believe I'm saying this, but back in the 1990s and early 2000s, it wasn't as high budget as it is now, and the technology wasn't advanced now. So I just chose to, you know, just add a little bit of cartoon, make a little sparkle here and there, and just give it a more traditional 90s look. First of all, look how majestic Alolan Ninetails is. Look at that hair. I will never have hair that good. Like, come on. But I really like the blue tone of it all. I really like how it's got that winter vibe to it. Even though it's fall here in the United States, I wanted to keep it as blue as possible. So thus the underpainting is going to be all blue. I think every single color that I used has a blue tone under it. Now, I don't mean to brag, but I think I did a really great job with the color matching. The audio, if it would have recorded, I don't know what happened to that, but throughout this whole entire painting, I was like, oh yeah, look at that color matching. Oh yeah, that is nice. Oh yeah, that's perfect, you know? So I think I did good, and especially with like the sky and the mountain, I did good. Besides the color matching, the next biggest thing was using Bob Ross techniques. I know all those years of waking up as a little kid and going to watch PBS have finally paid off, because this is just landscape painting. I mean, of course not all Pokemon cards are landscape painting, but a lot of Bob Ross techniques I just used and applied to this painting, and boom, it worked out perfect. But don't get me wrong, this isn't a SuperRaeDizzle video, unless at some point in the drawing, painting, whatever I'm doing, I mess up something and I'm like, crap, I should not have done that. And we're about to get to that, right now. Remember earlier how I was like, you know what, I'm gonna add a Vulpix. Well, I decided against that because one, the perspective was weird, and two, I don't think my paintbrush was small enough to create the lines. So I was like, you know what, let's add some rocks. Some rocks would look really nice on here. You know, some heavy black rocks. So I started painting them, and making them darker, and bigger, and rougher, and scratchier, and I started painting, and it got to the point where I was like, wow, that looks terrible. That looks absolutely hideous. The contrast between the black rocks and the Alolan Ninetails, I am just absolutely not feeling that. So what do? Completely fill it up and repaint it, because I was just not having it today. I was not feeling it today, and I want it to be more dainty than what it was. And blend it out a little bit, and as you guys can see, I put a thick layer all over that because it's completely gone. While that's drying, and you guys know it took forever because it was so thick, I'm taking my miracle that is a white pen. I'm telling you guys, if you haven't got a white pen by now, total game changer. And I'm gonna add some snow. That way it has some foreground and some more background. And now we are on the last step on the last card, which I did a lot of stuff actually, and it was all just adding in background so he's not standing on a white snowball, you know, there's actual depth to it. And I added in a light source so he had a shadow, or she, I'm not discriminating here. And I added a foreground which was pure white, and I just added in a little extra texture. And with that being said, I finished. So yeah, that was the cursed video. If I die or something crazy happens in the next few days, I'm telling you, someone legit put a curse on me. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, guys, of course, social links will be down below somewhere. And again, shout out to Real Breaking Nate for really helping me throughout this whole entire process of finding Pokemon cards. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, and I will see you next video. Bye! And hopefully I won't be cursed.